If you want to know the best Australian movies, you should definitely watch our picks for the best ones of all time.
What are we doing, man?
Just relax.
What the fuck?
Number 10. Animal Kingdom, written and directed by David Michaud. Organized crime is ultimately family business, and just like it always was with families, you can't just leave. When a young boy loses his mother due to an overdose, he is adopted by a loving family who has their hands in the worst crimes of the city. Now a young adult, he has no chance of leaving. But when a brave cop offers him help, he might get a chance.
Well, what do you want to talk to him about? Talk to me about it.
We'll speak to you again at a later time when we're ready.
I might have some information for you about those 2 murdered police.
Number 9.
I know where he is.
Yeah, of course you do. And how the hell do you know that?
Predestination is a science fiction action thriller film written and directed by Michael and Peter Spierig. As a time travel story with intelligence and wit, Predestination chronicles the life of a temporal agent sent on an intricate series of time travel journeys. For his final assignment, he must pursue the one criminal that has eluded him throughout time, which turns into a surprising and mind-bending exploration of love, fate, identity, and time travel taboos.
The man that ruined your life. And if I could guarantee you that you'd get away with it, would you kill him?
Number 8. Talk to Me is a supernatural horror film directed by Danny and Michael Filippo. As the first internationally acclaimed movie made by YouTube creators, Talk to Me delivers a gripping story that blends intellectually elevated horror with gruesome practical effects. It follows a group of friends who discover how to conjure spirits using an embalmed hand. They become hooked on the new thrill until one of them goes too far and opens the door to the spirit world.
Say it! I let you in. I let you in.
Number 7.
A bloody good little performer. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I thought we were getting away from all this shit.
The Adventures of Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, is a road comedy film written and directed by Stephen Elliott. Despite being loaded with laughter, comedy, and heartfelt humor, this road trip movie is also full of tender emotions and mature themes. When 3 drag queens make a trip through the Australian desert to amaze fans of drags and enrage homophobic citizens, they must also face their inner demons.
We're unplugging our curling ones and going bush, Felicia. Why would you possibly want to leave all this glamour for a hike into the middle of nowhere?
Do you really want to know?
Desperately.
Number 6. Moulin Rouge, directed by Baz Luhrmann. In 1899, Christian has come to Paris to follow the Bohemian Revolution that conquered the city's drug and prostitution-infested underworld. Nowhere is the thrill of the underworld more alive than at the Moulin Rouge, a nightclub where men come to be entertained by the dancers. But things take a turn for Christian as he begins a love affair with the star of the club, Satine.
It's just sometimes it takes a while for, inspiration to come.
Oh, yes. Let Mummy help. Does that inspire you?
Number 5.
You'll need to be a little faster than that.
Why are you making me do this?
Upgrade is a 2018 cyberpunk action body horror film, written and directed by Leigh Whannell. Set in the near future, the story follows Gray Trace, a stay-at-home mechanic whose world is turned upside down after a mugging leaves him paralyzed. But he is offered a chip implant that will enable him to walk again and is his only hope for revenge. Hesitant at first, he finally accepts the offer, but soon realizes that it is not as easy as it seems.
I need your permission to operate independently.
Permission granted!
Thank you.
Number 4. Shine, directed by Scott Hicks. As a true journey of inspiration and sentiment without getting too sentimental, Shine sees a young piano prodigy follow his passion to build a thriving musical career. But he is haunted by a traumatic childhood, and his latent schizophrenia surfaces, forcing him to spend years in various mental health hospitals. But it's never too late to find what you were looking for.
Old enough to make up my own mind. He thinks he's going to London. I've been accepted into the Royal College of Music. What do you think is going to happen to you in London?
Number 3.
What is happening here? Why is everyone asleep?
Please, keep your voice down.
Why can't I remember anything? What have you done to me?
Dark City is a 1998 neo-noir science fiction film directed by Alex Proyas. Defined by appealing style and gloomy atmosphere, Dark City is the abstract yet incredibly impactful story that captures the feeling of dreaming and not being able to wake up. But the dream is rather a nightmare for its protagonists, who wander around in melange of substance about aliens, dark nights, and unspeakable acts.
Who are they? Why are they trying to kill me? Answer me!
My God, you really can do it.
I did that.
Number 2.
I'll drive that tanker.
The offer is closed. Too late for deals.
No deals.
Mad Max 2 is a post-apocalyptic action film directed by George Miller. The myth began with one man against the apocalyptic world, and it will continue that way, but with more blood, oil, and speed. After avenging the death of his wife and son in the Australian outback, he faces new enemies. Waves of outlaw clans that are after his head, forcing the road warrior to reconsider his status as a loner in this action-packed story with breathtaking stunts. Before we unveil movie number 1, here are a few honorable mentions.
You went to Adrian's house? Yes. You just walked right in. I found something that can prove what I'm experiencing. That can prove that Adrian is stalking me.
You poor dears. It's such a long way. You must be exhausted. Come along. I'll take you straight to the dormitory. Quickly. It's all right.
So this is it?
My honours student didn't show, so I had an idle hour to fill.
You made that in an hour?
Well, Panadine to morphine, 1 hour 10. You get rid of the paracetamol.
Number 1. Mad Max Fury Road, directed by George Miller and released in 2015. The 4th installment in the Mad Max franchise takes place in a post-apocalyptic world where the remaining population has to fight for the basic necessities of life. The story follows 2 revolutionaries, a woman fighting to reach her homeland and a man trying to move on after the death of his family. The film successfully and spectacularly depicts the madness of the post-apocalyptic world.
Do you agree with our list? Please let us know in the comments. If you want to know more about a particular movie in this list, you can check out our links in the video description. And for more top 10 movie videos, be sure to subscribe to communiTV.